Hey guys, NP Northwind sub here, but huh, that's odd. Oh, what? Okay, now what's that? Uh, I don't think that's not right, is it? Hold on. Let's get another look here. That is not mine, and that's not mine. Interesting. Well, that's because these guys came over for programming and maintenance from a friend. And, well, just test running them here, making sure they work. And, they seem to be doing well. But, with that out the way, let's get on with the update. And the first thing I'd like to show you is coming right back up. Uh-oh. Well, these guys are gonna crash into each other. Oh no! Anyway, these two new freight cars right here. These are both Atlas freight cars. Got an Atlas Atlas hopper and an Atlas 53-foot gondola. And another thing that I would like to point out is almost all of my cars now have KD 158s. These are their scale couplers. And almost all of them, except for except for the ones that I can't get to, since these older excuse me, these older Afrin cars here, the guy doesn't really have, well, gonna have to, I guess I could pop it off, but I'm not gonna do that. So, keyword is almost, but not quite. As my camera goes way out of focus. Uh-oh. Had this start up pretty quickly there. But, this thing used to be very squeaky, so I just lubricated it, and, needless to say, it's a lot better now. But once again, almost all of my cars, almost, have, those scale KD couplers. And I actually got a few new items. Again, off of some more friends. This guy right here. Got a GN snowblower. I don't know the exact name for one of these, but super cool. Spins and stuff. So who knows? Maybe I'll who knows? I'll put the plastic in to simulate the windows, and you know, I could power this thing, and I could have this just spin on its own and some extra lights and stuff. Who knows? This could be a display project. And we're back with the RS1. Now, if you saw from my YouTube shorts, see if I can take this guy out. Well, actually, nah. But this guy has LED lights in it now, and I'm using a TCS. Was it MB1 or something like that? But it's a TCS motherboard with built-in capacitors, and needless to say, it doesn't make for a good flashlight, but you know, it works. So take it off the track and lights are still on due to the capacitors, so that's good. I still need to install, well, I actually still need to install scale sound system speakers and a decoder, well, soundtracks decoder in it. Then the very last thing I'm going to do is add horns. Looking at prototype photos, there were two single chime Leslies on the top of the cab here. So that's what I plan on doing. And after that, this guy is pretty much going to be done. And the locomotive that I'm going to show you separately is this guy. This guy has, again, Soundtrack Tsunami 2 in it. And I put Scale Sound Systems, I put a Scale Sound System speaker in it. And this thing sounds nice. So I'm going to show you this in just a separate video. Who knows? This could be on a YouTube Shorts pretty soon. And all of my equipment here has Scale Sound System speakers, except for this guy. $77.95. But I tell you what, putting Scale Sound Systems in your engines, it makes a really big difference. No matter what sound decoder you're using, Soundtracks, TCS, or ESU, it makes a huge difference. And see if I can remove this. Another project I still have yet to get to, but hopefully I'll be starting soon, is weathering 3960. And I actually saw this exact road number, what, like 3 months ago? So, needless to say, I'm going to be using the video and pictures that I took of it to actually do some weathering. But the bad news for weathering is, well, my airbrush kind of went, so I've got to buy another one, and oops, uh-oh. We just caught right up to him now. There we go. But anyway, I've also got some more freight cars here to show you, which is this guy. I gotta get I actually have to get metal wheels for it, but this could be a whole detail project, if anything. That is, if I actually get time. If I actually get time to do that. And of course, we got my Minneapolis and St. Louis RS1 here, number 949. Also thinking about seeing if I can put scale sound in this at some point. But the extent of the update is, well, I am making progress on my projects, and I'm also doing some maintenance and other projects for some friends. But yeah, I think that'll do it for today's update. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.